Andrews. Andrews is really feisty. He needs to get back on that lead lap. He's going to get super aggressive here, even though it's not for position. Watch for that blue Mercedes to make a move down here into the brake zone. McAleer protects.
I tell you what. Oh! McGuinness up and over the top. That is a huge accident in turn 3.
That's Van der Steur. He drives away, but there has to be damage to that BMW.
Oh my goodness, on his first lap out. Massive crash at the turn 3 hairpin.
That was a wild ride. Aston Martin took such a hit, has torn that car apart, and this one is, you see it split the radiator. Let's get day done.
Yellow car is
from
Robert
a
McGuinness.
long way back. He's coming from a long way back. Yeah, that was just a mistake there. Just missed his braking point. And that's first lap out of the pits, Lee. And just got it a little bit wrong. Just way too much speed.
Whoa, and up and over the back of the Aston Martin of Rory Van der Steur.
Yeah, there was nothing that Van der Steur did wrong, really. He just didn't expect to be attacked literally like that from Robert, so just missed his marks there. I mean, the tyres should have had temperature. They didn't do a tyre change. They just bled down that right front, it looked like, to get that back into the sweet zone.
What a shame for Turner Motorsports. And that is a wild ride for Robert McGuinness. My goodness.
Power with an excellent run, an excellent throttle application out of that slow corner. He's got a huge run coming to 3.
He almost doesn't want to pop out too early and get all the way past the 10 in case he slots back in, he highs and lows it.
He's got it! Will Power for the lead on Alex Palou.
A classic shake and bake from the number 12 as Palou falls back to second and Power is clearing off in the distance on those softer tires.
10 laps to go here in Detroit. Watch Power on Palou. Watch Rosenquist.
Oh, it's on.
He's not close enough, but Power is close this time.
It is on for Will Power. Great run. He pops to the outside as they come to the brake zone.
That's going to be the long way round. That's going to be tough from there. Can Power force Palou into a mistake? What's Dixon got?
Oh.
Power tries to switch back, but he's there. Dixon's there. And Dixon stalls, and Rossi's the big winner. Rossi goes from 5th to 3rd in the one corner.
Power got into anti-stall mode, and now Power shoves Scott Dixon back off the track.
Kyle Kirkwood's going to pick up a couple spots here as well, guys.
I want to say I robbed Alexander Rossi there. He's gone from 5th to 2nd. Awesome move from Alexander Rossi.
Guys, as we see Joseph Newgarden on the outside of Felix Rosenquist, moves that shell car.
Oh!
Felix in the wall, big time.
This is going to be a big hit right here. I don't know if he's going to keep it out of the turn 2 wall. Oh, no!
Kirkwood.
Ooh.
Kirkwood upside down.
Guys, this will be a red flag, almost certainly. Huge impact.
Felix Rosenquist crashed and spun.
Out of the car. Sit tight.
And Kyle Kirkwood had nowhere to go. Right-hand side of your screen is Rosenquist. Newgarden goes around him, getting a little high.
Yeah, when the car in front of you comes down, it takes a bit of the air off your front wing. You lose some front grip. Joseph left him some room on the bottom. It's not like he took all the racetrack, you see that, but Felix just getting in the dirty air. And then, yeah, once you hit that point,
that right front steering arm is broken, and he can't steer the car. He's out of control and just a passenger. And here comes Kyle Kirkwood, almost avoids it as the left rear comes off. And a vicious crash for Kirkwood. Cockpit first along the safer barrier.
Looking outside, nothing behind him.
see, what I want to see from Felix there is be down below the white line. You know that Joseph's going to come down, and here it just spins and oh.
Oh, worst position to be in as a driver.
And you see that wheel that was ripped from Kyle Kirkwood's car. Palou is on the inside of Rossi, but Ericsson has bolted. Ericsson sprints away from Joseph Newgarden and is doing what he did a year ago.
The second year in a row we see him unleashing the dragon as we see almost contact between Palou and Ferrucci. Ericsson leads out a 1.
Ferrucci threw a shoulder at Alex Palou and said, "Don't you dare." Ferrucci trying to get a draft off Newgarden and Ericsson, but Newgarden with a monster run off turn 2.
Joseph Newgarden has never won the Indianapolis 500, and he's ahead on this last lap. Joseph Newgarden, is this the moment when the pain ends?
By one.
The drought, is it over for Joseph Newgarden, or does Marcus Ericsson have something?
By 2.
Team Penske at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Joseph Newgarden finally wins the Indianapolis 500. It's the captain's 19th win, Newgarden's first.
You guys, thank you so much for the work.
Finally, Newgarden is an Indy 500 champ.
Todd Gilliland checked and released at the infield care center, but out of the race, joining.
Whoa, so close.
Yes.
And Tyler tugged on it to get underneath William, but when he did, he sheared the back of that thing loose.
He was trying to do the crossover, which he accomplished, but whoa, oh, so close to spinning that baby out.
Super savvy at Tyler Reddick, though. He knew that door was going to close and then started planning ahead for that.
Did you hear that throttle? Never cracked out of the gas. That's pretty hard to do, folks.
That was awesome.
I tell you what's moving is they need some removal from the underpants of him. Man, unbelievable save. How about that across the apron, across the turf, back onto the racetrack. My man, Tyler Reddick, pods. Big move of the race. Wow. Watch this in-car right here, guys.
No, just saying it.
White flag in the air, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
You're so right, Mike. Good kid, good family. Hasn't been able to close the deal. Been 59 races since he's last visited Victory Lane. Such a fast race car driver. So capable and finally getting it done right here. Bring it around here, boy.
And Byron closing on this final lap to within 0.8 of a second. But off turn number 4, the Coca-Cola 600 belongs to Ryan Blaney.
That's a big one, Tony.
And a big congratulations to Roger Penske winning Indy 500 and the Coke 600 in the same year. Amazing feat.
It's his 8th career victory.
Thanks for sticking with it.
He last won at Daytona in August of 2021 and becomes the 10th driver to win in 2023.
I think it shows you how popular it is. Everybody congratulating him, his competitors. Byron dates his sister, for crying out loud. He went out there and beat that. How about that? Such a fun group of people around him.
Bubba Wallace congratulating him. They're great friends.
Yep.
Listen, this kid earned it. He has been solid from the drop of the green flag the entire race. There's not a moment in the race that he wasn't up front.
And it proves that these Fords can get the job done. That's a big win for Ford.
And the track is clear ahead of him. No big battles, no group of GTD cars to slow down the pace of this Cadillac.
Good points, though, for the 6 car, currently running second. They will extend their points gap a little bit at the end of the day. And they'll all take a breather from IMSA competition and prepare for Le Mans.
A couple of weeks ago in Belgium, he was walking away from a destroyed Cadillac. Walked away in his health, but in his mind, could I do it wrong again? Would it happen to me again? Perhaps here in the United States. It is not. Renger van der Zande has kept it straight, and Cadillac Racing, Cadillac V Series R, is headed toward the checkered flag.
They're not celebrating yet on the pit box, but it looks like it's going to go their way, Dave.
Final corner for Renger van de Zande at Laguna Seca. Yes, he brings the luck around. Cadillac will be in victory lane for Chip Ganassi Racing.
So close at the Cup level and in Xfinity.
Oh, loose there.
Going to be one lap to go. White flag is out, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
If Larson enters turn 3, oh, here he goes.
Larson with a move off of turn 2.
Trying to loosen him up. He did.
For the lead at Darlington.
Big slide job.
Larson inside of John Hunter Nemechek. Side by side to 3. Larson slides up into the wall. Off of turn 4. Here they come back to the checkered flag.
20's back inside of him.
Nemechek is there. Contact. Larson going to be the man that wins it at Darlington. What a finish. One lap to go in our second stage.
Allgaier tried to make that block, but Cole Custer was already there and going to force the issue. So wisely, he pulls back to the outside.
Look at how much ground John Hunter Nemechek makes up on the entry to turn 1. And listen, he's wanting to make up to that crew chief right now. He's like, hey, I might have lost you that first stage, but I'm going to go ahead and get you this one.
Everybody likes different motivation. You might have needed cheerleading, and John Hunter needed to be yelled at.
And Taylor had dropped back a little bit, but Jordan now right behind Parker Kligerman for 5th. This is going to be another great finish to the stage.
And as much as I would want to win this stage, I don't know if I'm John Hunter Nemechek, if I want to show Sheldon Creed where I can pass him right here. I might save that for the end of the race. I've already made that move on Justin Allgaier. They probably said that to him on the radio. But I don't know. I'm like, do I want to save that?
No way he's thinking that right now, Dave. No way.
After the way the last stage ended, I'm going to say he goes and gets it if he's got a way.
We're getting ready to find out in about 5 seconds what his plan is.
If he punts him through turn 10, we'll get our answer, right?
He's about to make him loose in turn 12 right here for sure.
Turns 10, 11, and 12, and there goes Creed. Roll reversal into stage 2. Custer comes through. What a finish this is going to be. Back to the line. John Hunter Nemechek. Custer rallies and wins the stage. Unbelievable finish.
Next flag will end the race. Kyle Busch well out front. The fight's for second.
Logano looking to the inside of Larson.
And last year's winner is going to get there.
Samantha, it's official, so all he's got to do is bring it around here. Battle right there for 3rd.
Logano inside Larson, but off turn 4, Kyle Busch will get his 63rd career victory in the NASCAR Cup Series.
How about little Brexton in there?
How about that home game for the crew chief?
That Randall Burnett's a good man. Smart. I like hanging out with him at Millbridge. This is a good team. This group's a lot of fun. Had a lot of good years over there. Neat to see them back on top with such a good driver behind the wheel.
This is the 25th different Cup Series track that Kyle Busch has driven into victory lane. That puts him 10th on that all-time list. And it's the 9th time that he's won from the pole.
When you talk about
how to burn out.
When you talk about winning and statistics, there's a lot that are associated with Kyle Busch.
Might even get a bow here, boys.
And a popular win.
Here comes that bow, I bet, Clint.
Pole sitter, fastest car, just won the race, boys. Good job, Kyle Busch.
Tough to make a move, especially going into the fastest and gnarliest section right here. Watch McLaughlin up ahead, drop into the valley.
Romain Grosjean's got to do a Joseph Newgarden style move. Inside opportunity coming up. Can he get his car tight to the right? Tight to the right. No, McLaughlin blocks that.
Watch him try to cross it up and make it happen right here.
Oh, inside. Romain Grosjean wheel to wheel with Scott McLaughlin for the lead.
Fantastic stuff.
That's the kind of move you want to see. Aggressive but calculated. And Scott McLaughlin gave him just enough room to pull it off. The 28 to the point.